It is good. It is good. Words that God said just before evening. Then, God blessed us with evening. And now God has blessed us. God has blessed us with another new day. Another new day. This is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Corrine, Williams Foster Hall, Harvey Brown Fontaine Turner, Hill Holt McCain Cash. Another blessing. God has blessed us with being able to pick up our Bibles and pivot to John, the 11th chapter, verses 1 through 16. And let us hear and feel and just get into our hearts what our message is on this day, this generation, knowing what it is God has placed on our calendars. Let us hear what Jesus in John shares with us about the death of Lazarus. And as we listen to these words, this story about the death of Lazarus, I know that I will get some instructions for this day. Now, a man named Lazarus was sick. He was from Bethany, the village of Mary and her sister Martha. This Mary, whose brother Lazarus now lay sick, was the same one who poured perfume on the Lord and wiped his feet with her hair. So the sister sent word to Jesus, "Lord, the one you love is sick." When he heard this, Jesus said, "This sickness will not end in death. No, it is for God's glory, so that God's Son may be glorified through it." Jesus loved Martha and her sister and Lazarus. Yet, when he heard that Lazarus was sick, he stayed where he was for 2 more days. Then he said to his disciples, "Let us go back to Judea." "But Rabbi," they said, "a short while ago the Jews tried to stone you, and yet you are going back there?" Jesus answered, "Are there not 12 hours of daylight? A man who walks by day will not stumble, for he sees by this world's light. It is when he walks by night that he stumbles, for he has no light." After he had said this, he went on to tell them, "Our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, but I'm going there to wake him up." His disciples replied, "Lord, if he sleeps, he will get better." Jesus had been speaking of his death, but his disciples thought he meant natural sleep. So then he said to them plainly, "Lazarus is dead, and for your sake I am glad I was not there, so that you may believe, but let us go to him." Then Thomas, called Didymus, said to the rest of the disciples, "Let us also go, that we may die with him." Very clear to me what my instructions are for this day, as God allows me to enter into the news of this day. Very, very clear. Embraced here within the palms of my prayers. Laverne, speak plainly. Speak plainly so that the people will hear, know, and understand what it is you have said, so that if at some point in time you should have to return to that place, there will have been no misunderstanding about what you said, because when you were there, you spoke plainly the truth, so that yes, as you follow Jesus today, speaking plainly, you will, I am sure, hear God say, it is good just before evening. You will be blessed to hear God say, it is good just before evening. This is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Corrine, Williams Foster Hall, Harvey Brown Fontaine Turner, Hill Holt, McCain Cash, speaking clearly wherever it is God sends you, because you will be following Jesus. So come on, let's just get on up and go on out and follow Jesus. And as we follow Jesus, speaking plainly.